Oh, we back in the most amazing way. Let me introduce you to the new talk. Let's get straight to it. Come on.
More money! Let's go! My motherfucking dog. Let's go. Hey, we back with another one. Got the sun in my eye. This time with my dog, Mo Money, Mo Problems.
Yes, sir.
You don't have a nickname, right? You don't have like a fight?
It's Mo Curry.
Mo Curry?
Yeah.
Okay, I kind of like Mo Money, Mo Problems better, but Mo Curry's lit. Mo Money, Mo Problems. Mo is my motherfucking dog. I've known Mo since the first Kaizen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we met at like the first Kaizen. I don't necessarily remember when or how, but I know for sure at the first Kaizen.
Shit, I remember.
Oh, you do? Tell it.
So, we were sparring.
Okay.
I saw you. I was like, oh, man, who's this skinny motherfucker? This is going to be easy work. And he fucked me up.
That's funny.
Bro, like, every single time I tried to take a step forward, he was just jabbing me, like, pop. So, I'm pretty sure, you gave me a bloody nose.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it was like, shit. And then after that, man, nah. And I was like, next time he comes through, I'm going to fuck him up. And
you probably did.
Nah, no.
Oh, well,
it took a while. Okay, I didn't have footwork. Definitely didn't have head movement.
That's so funny that you said that shit, because that's kind of where I'm about to go with this whole thing. So if you don't know, Mo is a amateur kickboxer, about to turn professional boxer. So how has that been? How has like the whole transition between, you know, kickboxing and getting into boxing been for you? Because just like you said, like I remember when we first, I don't necessarily remember that story that you just told, but I remember, you know, us kind of coming up and seeing you now. You've been spending what, the last 6-7 months on just straight boxing.
Yeah.
And you're, bro, it's day and night. You know what I mean? If anybody knows Mo, it's literally day and night. He looks like a boxer now, like his defense, his footwork, his head movement, like all this shit that he said he didn't have, he now looks like a boxer. You know what I mean? Way better than fucking me in that area. You know, he's.
I want to say that.
Nah, you're spending your time in that shit, bro. You deserve that. You know what I mean? But how has that been? How's that transition been from whether it's worrying about less, you know, because you got more weapons in kickboxing and shit like that, knees, elbows, you know?
Yeah.
How's that been?
It was a lot of growing pains. Dang, dude. So even in kickboxing, I was like more hands focused than I was kicking or kneeing focused, and Vince could tell you about that a lot. The amount of times he's yelled at me about throwing my left kick, left knee,
especially being a southpaw.
And I'm a southpaw, so it's like I'm left-handed, so I should be throwing my left kick a lot in kickboxing, and I didn't really did that until towards the end of my amateur kickboxing career. And so a lot of hands, and it wasn't much per se, I want to say, on the volume side of things when it came to boxing. It was more on understanding distance and footwork, you know. So I was like a lot more flat-footed. I don't want to be saying like I was lazy in kickboxing, but I knew I had more tools to help cut off the ring, or more tools to create space or close in space.
Yeah.
In boxing, I don't have that. I only got two weapons. I got a left hand and a right hand, and that's it. And I was like, so really using my feet, really understanding where my hand position is, where my position in relation to my opponent is very necessary, because certain things need to be on point, especially like how I'm using my jab. My jab can't be now just taking space. Now I have to use my jab as my left kick, like interrupt, crash in, change the timing, set a good pace in, instead of just taking just one necessary thing, which was taking space.
Yeah.
So.
And you working with Ali,
yes.
boxing school Ali. How'd you find them?
Actually, Vince set it up. Vince was telling me, it was like, he took Steph out to a boxing gym and let her spar. And then he comes up to me, and I remember I just came back from work. I'll go to the gym, and he was like, Mo, I'm gonna tell you to go to a boxing gym too, just to get some sparring. And I was like, all right, sounds good, straight. and ended up going to, he set it up with Coach Ali. We went over there. Well, I went over there. And,
by yourself?
Yeah, by myself. Oh,
God.
dude, the amount of nerve-wracking,
I was
bro.
about to say, 'cause and then not only going by yourself, but like boxing gyms are kind of notoriously, especially for sparring, notoriously known for like you kind of fighting in the boxing gym. Not that you aren't MMA gyms,
there's
but,
no
you know,
such thing as boxing sparring.
Yeah,
anyone who says boxing sparring is lying. No, you are fighting. You are putting Vaseline on your face, on your headgear, bro. Like, if you can, put Vaseline all over your chest and just in case, like get after it, because like that's all it is, and that's what it was. It was like the first time I went, and I didn't know who Coach Ali was. So Coach Ali's looking at me, he's talking shit, but I didn't know that's how he like says hi, says hello, and he's just not thinking anything of it, just as of like just jokes and just try to make you feel comfortable, which didn't help me at all. I didn't feel comfortable at all whatsoever, but I ended up sparring. We had some great rounds. I think I ended up doing like 7 rounds that day, and
which is about like an amateur fight for like boxing, right? 7-8 rounds.
No. Sad. That's
four.
Four rounds.
But you're pro, right?
Yeah, for 4 rounds for pro if you started out. And then like which goes 4, 6, 8, 10, 12.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So
like,
when
would you go? So how does that go?
Man, in all honesty, I don't really even know the answer.
You just didn't know.
I was like, no, because like there's certain people who just go straight to 6. Certain people go straight to 8. So I'm starting off with 4. We're gonna see how this one goes, the next couple go, and then after that, hopefully go to a 6th round.
Okay, so 4 2-minute rounds?
No, 3 minutes.
4 3-minute rounds.
4 3 minutes, yeah.
Right. And then, so what made you, because you just won, what is it, the IKF?
Yeah.
You just won the IKF title back in, it was what?
In August
last year?
August, yeah.
So congratulations. It's on my YouTube. Congratulations on that. Why didn't you stay in MMA or in Muay Thai or kickboxing? What made you take weapons away? What made you learn something? Because you were, you know what I mean? You just fought for a belt. You won. You could easily defend that, but you said, "Let me go and learn some." Because you could throw hands, bro. And you can attest to this. You can throw hands. You have your good strikers and shit like that. But to box, to know how to box, is a completely different thing. Like to know how to box and look like a boxer, like they say, it's a sweet science. Like it's a completely different thing. So what made you do that? Because you was having so much success in kickboxing.
And I want to just say basically not getting fights, bro. Like it was just getting kickboxing. I don't know what it is in the United States, or at least in Florida. It's just hard to get fights. We tried Combat Night multiple times. Shout out Combat Night, no offense. But I was like, I never got an opportunity to fight for him.
Mitch, what we doing, man?
And then
Richard, come on, man.
And then IKF was cool. So I was like going to Chris Lee, going up to
what does that stand for? International
Kickboxing Federation. Yeah. And it's one of like the bigger organizations. So there's like 4 big sanctioning bodies, I want to say, in kickboxing in general, which is ISKA, WKA, WACO, WACO, and then IKF is one of them.
Okay, cool.
And so I'm in IKF, and I was ranked number 2 after I won that title.
At 145?
I got 147, yeah.
Oh, 140, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
And so it was just getting... either it was just like a longer wait time, because I know Chris didn't want to do another one that year, so he's ending up doing it in February, and I was like, man, I could wait 6 months again and then fight, or I could just fight. And I was thinking about switching over to MMA, but I don't like wrestling.
I was waiting to hear what your excuse was. That makes sense. That's the hardest shit. So then, I mean, I get it.
It's like it's not like I don't love wrestling in the sense of like I don't want to learn it. Like I like learning it. That's how I learned how to clinch. It was like through my wrestling. And like taking Coach Pat's class the few times I did, working with Grayson, and even like when I was working with Vince. It was more a lot of the fact that he was just showing me a lot more wrestling techniques than clinch per se techniques. Brandon showed me some. It just, the style that Brandon was doing, it wasn't like fitting what I wanted to do. And that was just like, mine's a lot more hands focused. He's a lot more knees, elbows, and all that other violent shit focused. And so I was like, I need to get into a position where I could just start throwing hands and then go to my knees and do my other stuff. So I was that way. And I just didn't want to do it. So I ended up, once he told me to go to the boxing gym, I sparred. He asked me how I liked it. I was like, I really fucking enjoyed it. And then he was like, I think then you should switch to boxing. I was like, yeah, let's do it.
And you just fucking, okay. What's that thing y'all wear on the...
No, yeah, those are groin protector.
Groin protector? So like, nobody, the body shots still get through?
Yeah, 100%, dude. And like, shit, I feel that shit so much. Bro, like, if you hit me in that top part, you know, where like, where basically my dick is, right? Where if you hit me right there, like, I feel that shit anywhere. Like,
that's crazy.
It hurts a lot.
Alright, so, boxing, you're doing 4 3-minute rounds.
Sure.
Your opponent is a what? So you don't even care. I remember you told me. I said, "Well, how's your opponent looking?" You was like,
I don't really care.
What it is.
Man, opponents change. It doesn't matter until we get into the ring and we fight.
Yeah.
Because the opponent could change whenever. You know this and I know this. And I was like, man, you could weigh in, you could shake hands, lock eyes, take pictures.
Still won't be that same motherfucker.
Still won't be that same motherfucker.
Yes, sir.
I was like, so it doesn't really matter to me. I'm a big proponent. Other people, and I know Vince is the same exact concept as me. I know other coaches and other fighters, they're different. But it's like, for me, it's like, man, I just worry about my game. I should worry about what I need to do.
Yeah, what you got to do, implement your shit. If you're worrying about him, exactly, that makes sense. Mo, where are you from? I've never actually known that about you. Where are you from? What's your, you know what I mean? What's your nationality? What's your story? Give me a little bit of Mo.
I'm American.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I was born in America, but my parents originally are from Pakistan.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was born here. So my dad was still like living in Pakistan and like working as an engineer. But
shit, and that's cool because that's what you do now.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so my mom, she was here just to visit her parents, and then basically had me. And we went back, and then after that, same thing with my little brother. And my dad was like, well, they have a great opportunity to stay in America, where it was just better. So he left everything, came over here, and started from scratch. So yeah.
Have you ever been to Pakistan?
Yeah. I've been there 4 times, 5 times.
Okay, that's lit, man. How do your parents feel about you fighting? Like, how was that whole...
my dad was telling me, why do you want to do it?
What'd you tell him?
I was like, bro, you know I've been wanting to do it since I was a kid. So it's like, when I was a kid, I always wanted to fight. My dad...
Boxing or kickboxing or just anything?
Boxing. I wanted to box.
So you've been wanting to box?
Yeah, I wanted to box since I was young. Okay. I was like, I remember when I was like 7, 8 years old, we were driving to my grandparents' house, and I was telling my dad, I was like, Dad, I kind of know what I want to do with my life. And he was like, what you want to do? And he's expecting me to say, like, I want to be a doctor, some shit. And I'm like, nah, dude, I want to be a boxer. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Shit. Let's just say my dad had a great conversation with me where he basically said, no, you're not going to do that. Okay. You're going to do what I tell you to do. Go to school, get your education, and have a better life, which I understood why he was doing it. He gave up a lot of things. He sacrificed a lot to come over here. And he legitimately, I don't like to say the word sacrifice because investment didn't really happen until like later. And his investment for me was just to graduate. And so once I got my education, that was his investment. And he didn't get to see that until like, I want to say 23 years, you know. So it was a lot of stuff that he sacrificed on his own, his health, money. My dad didn't even know how to speak English when he came here. So
yeah, my dad didn't either. That's good. How old was he when he came here?
He was like...
My dad was 13.
My dad was like 30, bro.
Oh,
30.
shit, okay, damn.
Yeah.
That's
so I was
crazy.
like somewhere around like in late 30s, mid 30s.
Right.
And then so, yeah, and then he had me. So I was like, what, maybe 5 years old.
Okay.
My little brother's 3 years younger than me, so he was 2 years old. And at that time, and we were living with my grandparents. And it wasn't like the best spot, but growing up, so my dad was trying to figure shit out. He was also, you know, had a hard time. Like he didn't renew his green card a couple times, so he was illegal in the States. So it was a lot, really hard just to like make sure that he was working legally, doing everything right. But yeah, my dad's a hard worker though, so he got us through a lot.
Apple don't far fall from the tree, bro.
Cause look at you. I'm trying to make sure this shit don't.
So how did you? How do they feel about it now? Like they're
so my
especially
dad,
now with you transitioning to boxing, you know, and going pro.
Yeah,
'cause that's a whole nother animal in itself. Now you're a professional athlete. You know?
So the same thing. So I was like, and so I was 0-2 when I started my amateur career, right?
Okay.
My second fight, I got my ass kicked. My dad watched the video and he was like, I don't really think you should be doing this shit. Exact conversation. I was like, man, look, there's some people who are meant to do it. I don't think you're one of them. And that's all he had to say because I did my third one. When I did my third one, I didn't tell nobody, but I won that. And so
you didn't tell your parents when you did your third one?
No, not at all. No. My parents found out when I was walking out.
It's crazy.
And so
it's crazy. That's kind of cool though.
Yeah. So I won the fight. And then after that, my dad was like, okay, if you want to do it, then you just got to take it a little bit more serious. So I kept doing it. Won my first title for Flex. And my dad was
in New York?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, not in New York, over here when they did it in Florida.
Oh, okay, okay, cool.
And so once I won that, they were like, oh man, like, that's pretty dope. And I like what you're doing, but I think you should stop now. I was like, nah, we're going to keep going. And then once I won the IKF, and my dad was actually there who watched me fight, and he saw me win. My dad was there for my IKF.
Recently,
IKF,
in August.
In August, yeah. He was there at the fight.
I like that belt, that green shit. That shit is nice.
Yeah. And so he saw that, and he saw me fight, and I knocked the guy out, and my dad was like, damn. I was like, my son isn't a kid. Like,
had the flag put on. Like, he was probably like, he saw the vision. You know what I mean?
And he was like, okay, cool. And then he started, because there was like another person over there. There was a couple people who kept on coming and taking pictures, and they were like, bro, like, this is he wants to do it. So then he was actually asking, I was like, man, did you get paid for this? I was like, no, not at all. So my dad watched me fight in IKF. He see me won the belt. He saw me knock the dude out, and then he actually saw the vision. He was like, "Oh shit!" Like,
for sure. Like it made sense. It clicked.
Yeah, and he was like, "Okay, yeah, like my son can actually do this." Yeah. And same thing with my mom. That was like the first time my mom she told me that she was nervous up until I got into the ring and the bell rang. Once the bell rang, she was like, "Oh, like he's just doing his thing." So I was like, "Yeah." I think it was pretty dope. Now it's like when I go pro, I was actually nervous to tell them I was going to go pro, but they were like, so you're finally going to get paid? And I was like, yeah, that's the game plan. That's the game plan. So yeah, I was like, shit.
They was like, all right, man, go get that shit. Throw them hands, my boy. Let's go. That's what's up, man. You got siblings?
Yeah, I got 2 little brothers.
Okay, cool. How do that's a whole different dynamic. They're probably like, look up to you like, oh shit, my boy.
No, my little brother was actually the one who actually started fighting. So
shit, for real?
Yeah,
before you?
Yeah, way before me.
Crazy.
Back in college, he was into like this big fitness journey and all that shit, and then he was like, man, let me try boxing, and then he went, boxed, and then started doing his fight. I was actually there for his first fight because I used to live in Chattanooga. And I'm from Nashville, Tennessee.
That's crazy.
And so, like, his first...
I ain't never met a nigga from Chattanooga. That's wild. I thought that shit didn't exist. That's crazy.
Well, shit. That's so I was like... it's a small town 2 hours west of Nashville. Okay. And my little brother had his first fight over there, so I watched him fight. He actually fought some dude who had 18 fights for his first fight.
Shit. Scheduled that. Vince would have been like, that's the dumbest shit I ever heard.
How'd he do? He lost the fight.
Okay.
But he did. He went all 3 rounds, and no, I take that back. He didn't lose that fight. It was an exhibition, so they didn't. Because he was supposed to fight someone else, and that kid didn't show up because I think his grandmother passed away, and then So this other dude who had 18 fights, his opponent didn't show up. So then his coach basically talked to that dude's coach and was like, yo, my guy's here. He already cut the weight. You're a dude and already cut the weight. You would just want to fight. And then they talked to the commission. Commission was like, we won't really sanction it, but we'll make it an exhibition. He did pretty good. He did pretty straight.
That's what's
And
up.
I was like, then after that, my little brother's problem was just like cutting weight, dude. He was like, he always fought 2 or 3 weight classes above what he was normally supposed to fight.
Okay.
And so, but yeah, and then once that little journey of his ended, I always wanted to do it. And once I moved to Florida, I just started doing it.
How'd you find Kaizen?
My wife found Kaizen.
Oh shit, that's cool.
Yeah, so like back, when Vince had that yoga program going on? Yeah, so my wife was looking into the yoga program and she was like, yo, you should go over here. And I was like, man, I don't know, dog. I was like, and this is again, I'm 1 and 2. I was like, man, this dude's like, and he was training a lawn. And I was like, bro, how dumb would I look? Go over there. So, yo, train me, dog. But we here.
That's how you do it, man. Look, that's what's up, bro. Shout out to Jasmine, man. Shout out to her. So you guys, you met her in Chattanooga?
No. So when we met in Nashville, I take that back. She was living in Nashville. She DM'd me on Instagram, and then we started talking. And then I told my parents about it, and then it's already done.
All right, shit. That's it. Aquafini, y'all not sponsoring me, so I'm taking this off. You know what I'm saying? I watch, I study stuff. I know how it goes. So, you make your pro debut.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. In less than 5 days.
3 tickets here. We not just talking, my boy. We really here. We really doing this. You know what I'm saying? We're really doing this. Supporting my dog. January 25th. You got tickets left?
Only got VIPs and ringside left.
VIP and ringside.
General admission are all sold out.
And you can't have these. You know what I'm saying? January 25th, 4 3-minute rounds.
Mm-hmm.
Pro Boxing Debut.
Yes, sir.
Are you ever going back to kickboxing?
No.
No? Like at all?
No. I don't think that would be the move. If I feel like, and I think you could attest to this in fighting, combat sports, it's like similar, but it's not the same. And I was like, and if you're gonna focus on one specific combat sport, then it's better to just stick to one thing.
Makes sense. For sure. Especially with anything, but like with boxing and shit, like you know, having your full-blown like commitment to something. That makes sense. That's cool, bro. That's what's up. So full-fledged boxing. What's your you taking this shit?
We're gonna take this shit until the wheels fall off.
Let's fucking go.
Fuck yeah, baby.
Let's go.
We're gonna go all the way, dude. Like
that's cool, bro.
I don't believe in 1 foot in, 1 foot out. And I feel like if you're gonna do it, you do everything, the best possible way.
How you do one thing is how you do everything.
Everything, yeah, 100%. We're doing it. Hopefully it'll start paying the bills, and when it starts paying the bills, I could quit my job. And
Pop's gonna be like,
let's go, baby.
Boy.
Let's go, baby.
Hey, man. You already know, January 25th. I'm excited.
Thank you, brother.
Let's go. I really have no doubt, man. Like I said, it's been dope. You spent like 5 more. You spent like 15, 20 minutes the other day with me. We were on that, what's that called? That bag?
Yeah, the water bag.
Yeah, you was just kind of, helping me with my head movement and so it's been night and day, bro. Anybody that knows you, you're a hard-ass worker. You really look like a boxer now. And I have no doubt you're about to do your fucking thing. I'm going to be there. I'm probably going to, lose my voice. Motherfuckers know I'll be yelling. Jab to the body! Like, all type of shit. Don't give me a flag. I might, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to go crazy. Mo curry, mo money, mo chicken, and what's that song? I like that song. I'm not going to play the same one. I'm going to fuck you up with this one. Where is it?
Oh, are you talking about the one that you put on that one video?
No. It's just.
Oh, chicken! Oh, money! Yeah. Let's go! Hey, one of those.
catch a bag.
Go, baby.
Chase money, fuck bitches. I'm roll running, catch your baby.
Let's go.
I blow 50. I'm a fat nigga, give me more chicken. I'm being rolled up. I'm running.